Alright, so today I'm working on a 2013 Toyota Tacoma. I'm doing the alternator and battery plus terminal change because these are really crusty. Alternator is pretty easy to get to. It's on the top here. So let's get to it. So first things first, disconnect the battery. Usually just take out the negative before you start doing anything alternator or battery wise, starter, any of that stuff. Always disconnect your battery. So the next step is to remove the belt. There's a tensioner down here. I have a 14mm socket with a ratchet on it. You're going to pull up towards you. So in the tightening position, as you can see, the belt gets loose. I can't do it with one hand, unfortunately, but you get the idea. Alright, so the belt's off. You can just leave it hanging, really. Just easier to route back later. So you have two connectors next. This is your main battery positive, and then this is the electrical connector for the alternator. That one, there's a tab on top. You just squeeze that and pull up. This one you have to pop this plastic cover off, and then I believe it's going to be a 12mm nut to take that off. Alright, so it's actually a 10mm nut for the main battery cable. This is the electrical connector. Here's the tab. Squeeze the top of it and pull it out. After I disconnect the 10mm, I'm going to probably remove this bracket here just to give me better access to this upper bolt, and then there should be a bolt on the bottom, and I believe it's only 2 bolts. So after I remove those, the alternator should come out, and that's it. Once I clear this out of the way, I'll show you guys the 2 bolt locations. Alright, so I got the wiring out of the way. You actually don't have to remove the wiring to get to this. I'm just moving it to show you guys a little bit more clear look at the bolts. So you have one 14mm up here, and then there's going to be one down here. Yeah, right there. And after you remove those 2, it should just slide out. So let me show you guys. Got both of the bolts out. The shorter one is the top, the longer one is the bottom. As you can see, the alternator is loose. It's just straddling the lower mount. Usually just wiggling it back and forth will get it off the bottom side, and then it should be able to snake up through here, this cap here, and then just putting the new one back in is reverse disassembly. So it's as easy as that. Got the new alternator in, the belt's tight, the terminals are tight, all that's done. I just have to change the battery now for this customer and the terminals, and that's it. So I hope this helped teach you how to do an alternator on this particular truck, and thank you for watching.